What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Dat Talk Podcast. I go by the name of Baker. I got my co-host with me.
Hey, it's your boy, Mr. Too Many Reasons in the building himself. Hey, bro, man, look, our logo came out this week.
It did.
Hey, logo fire.
It did. Do you got it on right now or something?
Nah. It just popped into my mind. Every time I check our YouTube, I see it, man, and it's just
it's lit.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. I think this week we should be looking forward to launching our IG.
IG going live.
Woo-wee. So yeah. I see that we trying to be international.
Yeah,
global.
We got to. Everybody got to talk their talk because this is the perfect time to talk that talk. You know what I do want to say though. This is what I wanted to say. It's not necessarily pertaining to the protest. I feel like if you do have a different opinion, right, than what other people believes and things like that, I don't feel like you should get ridiculed and like just slaughtered by comments after comments after comments after comments. And we talked about it on Tuesday, but everybody has been going at my man Drew Brees, and they called him all kind of stuff, a sucker and all kind of stuff. Just because he don't agree with the values or point of views that we agree with, that don't give us any right to come at the man like we coming at that man. Just the way we don't want to be come at like that, since we don't agree with white supremacy and all that stuff. It's the same concept. So start that man out. You know what I'm saying? We're fighting for justice and peace, right? And equality. So if that's been done to us, we can't do it to others if we talking about we want it to change. So I get it. The man said something, maybe he feel that way or he don't feel that way. Regardless, that's his point of view. We can't make nobody change how we want him to change.
You're right. And again, I seen him. He sent the message to Trump, basically, because I guess I couldn't find it, but I think Trump messaged him and said like, "Yeah, you're right," and then he sent a message to Trump. Twitter or via IG, just basically saying like, I got lost in saying that the protesting was about the flag when it's not. And he basically said, you need to kind of like come around to that. And so, like I said, the man made a mistake. As far as I know, he's done a lot for the Black communities out there in New Orleans. He was a frontline guy during Hurricane Katrina. And when the protest first started back in 2016, he was kind of still on the same page as far as, making it about the military.
Right.
And, he's had more people tell him, like, you got to move off that stance. You got to educate yourself.
Right. And I get that. I definitely get that. But I'm just saying, we attacking this brother for having a different point of view. And again,
it's not the right point because he's not with us. So when you right now, it's either you with us or against us. But that's where everybody at right now.
And I feel it, but I feel like the people that's with us ain't really with us. That's just being 100%. I'm going to go out there and say and be real. Ooh. I think that a lot of people are doing it because it's convenient and it's easy. So, and they know what's going to happen if you're not with us. So to save face, to make sure they still can get our money in the end, they're going to do all the things to make us, oh, yeah, you was with us. I'm going to support you. I'm going to do this when it's all said and done. But really, they ain't with us.
They don't want to be on the wrong side of history. They don't want to be on the wrong side of history.
And that's what I really feel that way. And I feel like, hey, I respect Drew Brees more because even if he's not with us or he is with us or whatever standpoint he stands for, that's his point of view. At least I know what it is. At least he's being honest. I don't want the fake. I don't want you to be Black Lives Matters, but when you with your boys and with your people, you like, man, I don't give a damn about them people. I'm just out there to be out there. I don't want that. So if you feel a certain way, be honest.
Factual
be
information,
honest.
bro. Factual. We appreciate honesty. I feel like him being honest didn't really people didn't really want to hear that.
They don't.
They didn't want to hear his truth. And again, it's unfortunate because of the times we in, and it's unfortunate. His truth was unfortunate based on the sole simple fact that Kaepernick legitimately said, "Why am I doing this?"
Yes, that's true.
Like that's why people are Mahoney, because it's like the man who kind of started this said his why, and for you to again bypass his why to still have your why is kind of bad. So then that's what it kind of comes down to. But I mean,
I get that. But again, y'all, we it's all about everybody having their own perspective, regardless if you agree with it or not. You don't got to respect it or whatever the case may, or accept it or agree with it. But at the end of the day, that's their point of view. They are right to have their point of view, just like we're right to protest and speak our piece and speak our mind. That's our point of view. We have the freedom to do that. So let's not bash somebody because they don't agree with what, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, we agree with, because that's what's been done with us. That's why we fighting what we fighting for right now. So we can't imitate or mimic what we're, quote unquote, fighting for and then, be hypocritical. If he's not with us, it's cool. He's not with us. That's simple as that.
That's cool. Yeah, man, and he don't have to be with us. We got enough.
He don't.
We're going to jump into these comments.
Yes. What we talking about, because this is good discussion. We talk the playoffs, man. The Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. So my pops came through.
Oh, damn. Did he say, what'd he say, man? He better not say nothing about my Atlanta Falcons, man. I love Pops. Father's Day just around the corner, but he better not be coming at my damn Atlanta Falcons, man.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He did come at you, but he didn't come at the Falcons. So his first comment was, great answers. In the hot seat, all the answers I agree. Shout out to my pops who agreed with his son. And he said, I agree with the NFL bracket so far. I'm with both of you guys.
Okay.
So,
he didn't come at nobody. He didn't come at my team.
Yeah. And then his next comment, though, but he came back.
I knew it.
Yeah. He came, and this time he said, at you. So he said, also, at Bake, blowing a 23-point lead in the fourth quarter can't compare to the Raiders losing in the Super Bowl to a coach and a team that knew our whole offense. Also, our starting center went out on stress the night before, so no changes could have been made about him.
Is that excuses, Pops? Pops, we can't make excuses. At the end of the day, y'all didn't show up. We showed up, but we burnt out. So we was there. We was there in the Super Bowl playing against the greatest of all time, and we just got tired. We got tired. No adjustments. No. I wouldn't say outplayed, because getting outplayed wouldn't allow us to be up by 25 points.
I got outplayed after that.
I just feel like the coaching, that's to do with the outplay, because we was better than the Patriots that day. But we allowed.
So are you saying Shanahan blew it twice?
No, it's not just Shanahan. It's the defense. It's the defense we was running. We were still in man up by 25 points. I don't care how good you are in covering somebody man to man. Eventually, science gets the best of you. What is it? I'm thinking of anatomy gets the best of you. You get tired. Just like when you went on a hike this past weekend, your legs were saying, I can't walk no more. I can't do it no more. And eventually, your legs ain't going to be, no matter what covers you're trying to run. If you're trying to run, man, I'm trying to run after you for 40-something minutes, bruh. I can't do it for long. You got to save the players. And we didn't do it. So the coaches cost us that game. And even when we put ourselves in position to win that game, what the coach do? He calls a pass play. When all we got to do, we can take 3 knees, kick a field goal, we win the game. But no, what the coach do? He wants to throw the ball for what?
Sack.
Exactly. Then it was a penalty, a holding penalty. So let's get it correct. It wasn't that we blew it. It was a simple fact that our coaches didn't help us.
Oh, got choked. All right, moving to the Super Bowl and the teams. And
So let's go and tell what we showing today, because I'm tired of people always coming at our neck. At least we showed up and we didn't get blown out. Even though we was part of history, y'all was part of history for the wrong reason.
But y'all gave up 50 to the Packers. I don't want to hear that.
What did y'all give up to Tampa Bay?
48. That wasn't 50.
Okay.
It wasn't 50.
Because the game was over with.
It wasn't 50.
They point, bro, after a while, it's over. It don't matter what you give up. You can lose by 10, 20, whatever. It's over after a certain point in time. When the Patriots got the offside kick, or no, they got the ball back in the Super Bowl in overtime, we knew it was over.
You knew it was over.
Because our defense was already tired. Our defense was tired. And they couldn't get it. They couldn't, no matter what they tried. But here's the brackets. Here's the brackets, right? We got the 2004 Patriots versus 2005 Steelers. We got 2000 Ravens versus the 2019 Chiefs. We got the 2013 Seahawks versus the 2017 Eagles. We got the 09 Saints versus the 2002 Buccaneers.
Boy, you want to talk about rough? When I was going through these teams, rough. Go ahead and bring up the first matchup, man. We in Foxborough. Brady and Belichick in Foxborough. This week I decided to bring scoring and scoring defense to the table so the people can see
all right
what's going on. So let's talk about it, baby.
All right, let's talk about it, man. You have – first, let me just see this before we talk about it. You got 12-4. First repeat champion since 98. Second in the league in scoring at 27 points a game. Second in the league for points given up at 16 a game. You got the wild card. They ninth in the league for 24 points a game. Third in the league for defense. Ooh, so they match up well defensively. Who you got? Because I don't know. I have no idea. Because here's the thing, what I'm thinking about. This was the 04 Patriots versus the 05 Steelers. And so technically, the Patriots probably didn't lose that much. And they lost to the Steelers.
No, they didn't play the Patriots that Super Bowl run.
But the Patriots lost. So if they lost to the Jets.
But you got to think 05. You got to talk 05. When did they lose? That was when we had that conversation. That was about the 09 Patriots, after they came off the 15-1 season.
So this is not the wait. No, I thought because the Steelers. We were talking about those Steelers. Yeah.
So when we talk about it, you got to think about it. That Steelers team won in 05, but that Patriot team just went back to back. And winning back to back in football is hard. It's a hard thing. So for them to try to three-peat, that's even harder.
I just want to see who. I just want to know.
Yeah, the Steelers beat on the way to the Super Bowl. Steelers beat the Broncos. What's another team?
Let me see.
The Broncos and the Colts.
You did. Okay, the Patriots, they lost in a wild card to Jacksonville.
See? And I think they lost at home too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew and company.
That was that game. Okay. Wow.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's hard to three-peat, bro.
They was 10-6 that year.
And see, look, they went from 14-2 to 10-6. When we talking about that,
this is hard.
Look at the rosters, right? Tom Brady threw for about 3,600 yards. Corey Dillon was on that roster, rushed for 1,600. They really didn't have like a serious passing threat. Nobody over 1,000. O-line was pretty competent. On defense, no guys with a lot of sacks. You feel me? But it's a Bill Belichick defense.
Right.
They just gonna do their
job as a team.
yeah, they're going to do their job. You know, when I look at the Steelers team, Big Ben only threw for 2,300 yards, but he got hurt. So he only played 12 games that season, but he was there for the whole playoff run. Hines Ward was a number one receiver at 975 yards catching. O-line was pretty good. Steelers defense had some guys.
They had a lot of guys. Ooh. This is what's gonna be the defining moment for me.
Okay.
Defense average out. They evens out, per se, I should say. So I'll say the Patriots, the 2004 Patriots, win by 3 because they got 3 more points than the Steelers. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with the points. If I put up 27 and you only put up 24, I'm going to say we win by 3. Now, I don't know if we get 27. I don't even know if the Steelers get 24. But I say the Patriots squeal out just because of the points.
I'm going to say Patriots because Brady. Tom, I feel like Ben was good, and Ben was good enough to beat Peyton Manning because I feel like Peyton Manning was a bum that year. That year with Denver. Just that year with Denver.
Oh.
We talk about our last round.
Our
last round.
Okay.
Based on the last round. You know, 2005 Steelers against the Broncos.
Okay. I'm about to say that, bro.
Yeah. And so I feel like he had a nice little miracle run and beat them. But he went to Foxborough, and I just think young Ben is not ready to beat a rising Brady. And I'm going to give it to the Patriots.
I just want to say it's close. Defense, I think they match up well, but I know the Steelers always had they played very, very like tough against each other. And sometimes it went the Steelers' way, and sometimes it went the Patriots' way.
The Patriots have dominated this series during this Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady era. Check the stats.
Bro, I was trying to give my pops a benefit of the
No. That's one of the ones. That's one of the ones that are just like the Patriots dominate the Steelers. I think the record is like 11-5 or something like that.
I just think that it's not necessarily the Steelers can't beat the Patriots. Just sometimes knucklehead plays at the wrong time and bad coaching. Coaching matters. Coaching matters.
I don't think it even come down to being out coached. I just think, Brady, just because, like, honestly, the Patriots should have lost that Super Bowl because Donovan McNabb and T.O. and them boys was doing work to the Patriots.
But T.O. was hurt, by the way.
But when that Super Bowl, you couldn't tell that man was hurt.
No,
not when you watched. He was, but I couldn't tell that the man was hurt. And McNabb kind of like choked that one off. I'm just being honest.
I mean, it's easy to say somebody choked something off, but man, at the end of the day, stuff happens. I don't like the word choke. When you say somebody choke, you know what I'm saying? They just mean like they just met. No, everything plays a part in that.
Yeah, but I think choking comes with expectations. So when you expect the player to be great because you have them on this pedestal of what they have portrayed as their greatness, and you don't live up to that moment of greatness, that's how people get into more of a choking situation. Or you just collapse.
That's your fault for expecting this man to be perfect. Any given day, it could be a bad game, like Lamar Jackson. The man had an amazing season. But on that given day against the Titans, maybe on any other day, he blow them out. But on that given day, he played bad. It's a part of life. Sometimes it just don't line up the way you want to line up. Sometimes the throws you usually make you don't make. It don't have necessarily to do with choking. Just maybe you just wasn't on your game. Cam Newton against Denver. Everybody's like, what happened to Cam? What happened to Superman? He didn't have it that day. And it happened. And it's just like that. And Pat Mahomes, he didn't have the best Super Bowl, but it lined up for him to be able to have a chance to win. This defense gave him an opportunity to stay in that game and win. So it lines up because that game could have been a blowout. That game could have been out of this world. It couldn't have been close. It could have been Niners up 28-6 or 7 or whatever because they didn't score until late. So the defense, everything plays a part. That's what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily choked. Hey, man, it didn't pan out. The execution didn't work out the way you would have liked it to.
So we got the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Patriots, man. I'm already ready. I'm ready to go to the next one. Patriots win by 3. That's what I'm going with. You can say Tom Brady, whatever. I just say they win by 3.
Okay.
Let's go.
Steelers fans not gonna like to hear that.
I know my dad not gonna like to hear that. He's gonna be mad at me.
My uncle not gonna like to hear that. And some of the homies.
Now this right here is tough.
It's tough, but it's not. I had a chance to really look at this. It's tough.
Hold up. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How this is not tough? Please tell me, how is this not tough? I am waiting to let me hear what you're about to say. This is not tough.
All right, well, let's dive into the teams, and then when we talk about it, I'll tell you why. So 2000 Baltimore Ravens, 12-4 record.
Yes.
One of the greatest defenses of all time.
Yes.
Of all time. Okay. Fourth in the league in scoring at 21 a game. First in scoring defense at 10 a game. They gave up 165 points total in the 16-game regular season.
That's crazy.
Chiefs, 12-4, first team ever to trail by 10 points in every playoff game and win them all.
Yes.
They were fifth in the league in scoring at 28 points a game, and seventh in scoring defense and giving them 19.
Let's talk about this, man. I want to know what you're talking about, that this is not even a hard decision.
So what I'm saying, it was, and looking at it, I'm like, oh, weird.
It's defense offense.
Yeah, but this is how I look at it, bro. The Chiefs' defense is a tad bit better than the Ravens' offense.
Okay, I thought you was about to say something crazy. I thought you was be like, they defense is a tad bit better than that defense.
Nah. I feel because the Chiefs' defense is better, it gives them more opportunity. They will give Mahomes more opportunities because the Ravens really didn't have a super explosive offense. You got to think about it, man. And again, I'm not making excuses because football is football. But honestly, the Ravens probably shouldn't even been in that Super Bowl.
Hold up.
Because, yeah, I mean, Tony Saragusa, big corn-fed self, fell on my man Rich Gannon and broke his clavicle, which caused us to have to play that playoff game with a backup quarterback. The playoff game was 9-3 up until midway to the third when Uncle Big Play Shea caught a 91-yard post route. And then they end up winning 16-3. But who's to say how that game goes if Gannon does not get hurt? And there's no knock to what they accomplished, but their offense was pathetic. Think about it. Tony Banks was their starting quarterback. He got benched for Trent Dilfer. Shout out to Fresno State.
Trent Dilfer not a slouch. He's one of the gurus. You said he's the Messiah. He's the Messiah of quarterbacks.
Of coaching.
Okay.
Of coaching. That don't mean that you was good. Most great players suck at coaching. It'd be the regular players who are great coaches. And Trent Dilfer is an excellent, phenomenal quarterback coach because he gets it. What he actually lacked in physical capability, he's able to translate that into helping those with those physical capability, because technically and fundamentally, Trent is sound. But he didn't have some of these physical capabilities that a lot of these young dudes got right now. So that's what makes him the messiah of coaching.
I understand that, but I like how you try to use your Raiders to say y'all had a chance of beating that team. I don't think y'all had a chance. I think they was cooking y'all. And
they won 16-3, and it was 9-3 midway through the third.
Who was winning?
Ravens on 3 field goals.
All right, because defense wins championships.
Because they hurt our starting quarterback.
But there you go. You're finding an excuse. You're finding an excuse.
That's a fact.
No, but you're finding an excuse for the reason why y'all lost. Y'all lost because y'all wasn't a better team. Y'all wasn't a better team. It don't matter if y'all had your quarterback. Y'all still only had 3. And when did that? Okay, let me ask you. When did the injury happen?
In the first quarter. Early.
It was down 3. Y'all only had 3 points.
Who led us to the 3 points?
All right, that's fine.
Our starting quarterback.
All right, but he didn't put up a lot of points when he was there. So what's you're only assuming that if he played, he probably would have scored maybe more. But it's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee.
But but here's another thing. We can talk about that, but how do you know that our offense doesn't generate more yards, right? Not even say we score. Say our offense just generates more yards. That does not, then we go in field position. Now they have to work a little harder to score. But if we get in the ball, like say we stop them and they punt to us and it lands on like the 7, and we get a 3 and out because obviously the backup quarterback is not as competent as a starter. Now we punt to them, they catch it at like the 40, 45. They're not doing nothing to get into field goal. And they had Matt Stover. Matt Stover was a hell of a good field goal kicker. That's what I'm saying. So that field position,
I didn't have a chance regardless. The game, again, like y'all always.
We had a better record than them bums. We had a better record. We was the number 1 seed.
Hold up. You
yes, we was the number 2 seed. They came to Oakland. They come to us.
They came to y'all. Yeah. And then they beat y'all.
Because our quarterback got hurt.
Oh, because your quarterback. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all don't have an excuse. Y'all had all y'all starters and lost a 23-point lead.
Hold up. That's your only go-to. At least we've been to the Super Bowl. None of your teams in this era has went to a Super Bowl, and the last time they did, they got beat by 40, damn near. The game wasn't close.
Both teams have been to, and since 2000, both teams have been to 1 Super Bowl. So what you talking about?
But we've been to more playoffs than y'all.
What the hell that mean?
That means a lot.
All y'all do is go and lose.
Hold up. Not necessarily. We just play against a better team. But anyway, who do you got? Since you said it's not easy, I think based on what you're saying the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs because I feel like their defense is going to give Pat Mahomes more opportunities, and with more opportunities that will allow that offense to generate points. I don't think they put up crazy numbers, though. I think the game is
17-10 game.
I'm going to go 21-10.
No. 17-10, Kansas City, Mahomes. If Mahomes struggled with the 49ers defense, and that's probably I will give 49ers this. Even though y'all not making the playoffs, I say that every show and I love it. I would say this, y'all have one of the greatest defense assembled last year. Even though y'all wasn't the number 1, I think y'all was the number 1 defense, right? They was the number 1 overall, or was the Ravens the number 1? It was back and forth between who was the number 1, between the Ravens or the 49ers.
The 49ers are great defense, but still scoring-wise, the Ravens only gave up 160-something odd points. 49ers gave up more than that during that.
I know, but if you're looking at 2000, we're looking at an era where the Chiefs have damn near 4 receivers on that team that runs 4 4s and 8 blazers. It's hard to maintain.
But here's the thing, though, right? And I spoke to 49er fans. 49ers got hurt because they got out of their base defense, which is more of a zone defense. They played way more man in the Super Bowl than they have before because when you look at the Chiefs, the way to beat the Chiefs is with press man coverage. Like the teams that have been successful against the Chiefs with press man coverage. So what did the 49ers try to do? You try to mimic that. They wasn't able to mimic that as well in the second half, and the Chiefs kind of got rolling. The thing with the Ravens was what allowed them to be so good on defense was the fact that they played a lot of man-to-man. with Chris McAllister and Dwayne Starks at corner, with Rod Woodson hovering over the top.
Yes, sir.
So what that mean? Now
Top three.
The strength of the Ravens defense was in their D-line and linebacker core. Tony Siragusa up the middle, Sam Adams up the middle, Burnett on the end, McCray, Bullware, and Jamie Sharper were ran in the middle. So their front seven is where their strength is. But when you play against the Chiefs, you can't play with that kind of defense. That means you bring it in nickel and dime corners in.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so that's why I think by you having to, the Chiefs would have forced the Ravens to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. A great defense still, because they got guys, but you taking Jamie Sharpers, the Peter Bullwares off the field, and now you bringing in their nickel corners and all that kind of stuff to match up with them. And the Ravens was a man team.
So I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say, like I said, 17-10. I think it's a close game.
I go 21.
Just like the Super Bowl. What was the score of Super Bowl?
31-21.
31-21.
Yeah. So I got 21-10 Chiefs, just because I feel it's a 14-10 game, close game.
I don't respect this defense. I'm saying it's 17-10. I said they put 17. The team only gave up 10 points defensively, and I'm going to say they're only going to give up one more touchdown than they usually do. Based off the stats, I'm saying 17-10. Chiefs win. Man, the Chiefs, ooh. We leave that to another one. Let's move on to the next. So now we got the Chiefs versus Brady moving forward.
Yeah. 04. Wow. 04 against 2019.
All right, let's get to that NFC, though. Come on, computer. All right. Ooh. Seattle versus Philly. Known for Legion of Boom. 8th in the league in scoring at 26 points a game. 1st in the league for scoring defenses. They was 4th in the league. The Eagles was 4th in the league for 18 points a game. 3rd in the league for scoring points. Nick Foles led the magical run, and it was 13-3. I don't think this game is close as we think.
I would agree.
I feel like –
Let's talk about it.
I feel like even though Nick Foles had the run of his life and he played the game of his life, he was in a lot of nail biters that could have went either or.
No, he blew Minnesota. Remember they blew Minnesota the hell out.
Yeah, Minnesota, I'm saying Minnesota, that didn't count. But Minnesota was done after that miracle game. That you can't come back from that. That was their Super Bowl. They wasn't supposed to be in there. They wasn't. But that was their Super. To come off a high like that, it's hard. It's so hard. Because you're like, man, we beat the team that everybody said that was going to win it. This is the team that everybody said that was going to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. See, now it's starting to come back. Didn't Nick Foles beat the Falcons and Julio dropped the touchdown pass?
Hold up.
That's what happened.
Actually, it was a tough throw. Could have caught it, but it's hard. It was tough. That's why I say.
So Nick Foles sent y'all home.
Yeah, he did. It was a close game, though. It was back and forth. That was neck and neck. That was after we lost our Super Bowl, too. So we was trying to get back, and we went to playoffs, and that happened.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure I was on the same page.
That happened. But it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. We had a tough year that year, by the way. A lot of injuries.
Do I hear excuse?
No. I'm just saying facts.
So I just said that. You told me it was excuse.
No. I'm not saying that's why we lost. We lost because we didn't execute. Point blank, period. We didn't execute, okay?
No, you started with, we had a tough.
No, I'm just saying we did have a lot of injuries coming off of Super Bowl year. It is hard to come off a year when you go to the Super Bowl when everybody said you wasn't even – nobody gave us a shot, first of all. Let's be honest. Didn't nobody think Atlanta would even be close in that Super Bowl against Tom Brady. They thought it was going to be a landslide in New England. Then we came out and beat their ass and came out, hit them in the mouth. Then everybody's like, oh, my God, they got a chance to win. So Nobody gave us a shot. So everybody had these expectations of when you play up to try to play up to people's expectations, that's when sometimes the pressure comes bigger than what you want to do. Sometimes it consumes you. The pressure consumes you. We came back thinking, all right, we're going to get there this year. And we didn't play a good season, and we played against a solid Philly team, and they beat us.
Okay.
They beat us.
Well, like I said, man, I got the Seahawks by 15.
I would agree that I think it's going to be, I think 15. I'm going to say 10.
2 touchdowns.
I'm going to say 2 possessions. Well, 2 touchdowns, but I'm going to just say 10 instead of 15. I'm going to give Nick Folks his due with the way he – and who's the head coach again?
Why did I just slip my mind?
Eagles head coach.
Why did it just slip my mind?
Doug Peterson. I'm going to give Doug Peterson the benefit of the doubt, one of the best offensive gurus to ever coach in the NFL. I'm going to say –
but that Seahawks defense?
I know that was tough.
You don't want no problem.
I'm going to say –
you don't want no problem.
I'm just going to say they win by 10. Russell Wilson and that defense win by 10. All right, let's go. Here we go. Wait, you know what? I didn't even bring it down, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, this is going to be interesting.
This one is probably like the first one. The 05 Steelers, 04 Patriots. This one's like that
one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Got the New Orleans Saints, first in the league in scoring at 32 points, 20 in the league in scoring defense, though.
Bounty Gate. That's the Bounty Gate team.
Traded for John Gruden, their coach. 18th in the league for scoring and first in the league in defense. Let's talk about it. What do you think? This is tough. This is tough because I feel like with the Saints do well on offense, the Buccaneers do okay, but they overshine them on defense because they are 20th in the league. So just by the 20th in the league, they're going to give up 21 points.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers is only scoring 21.
But here's the thing. This defense only gives up 12 points a game.
But that offense is averaging 32.
All right, so let's just do the math. You subtract 32 minus 12 is what?
20.
And if I scored 21, you scored 20.
I'm
just saying, dog.
The numbers make sense. You
gotta, bro. I'm saying you gotta look at that though.
I just don't. Because also think about it though, right? The Saints defense was strong enough to stop a high-powered offense in the Colts, right? Because they won. They kind of won. The Buccaneers defense stopped a high-powered offense in the Raider offense. The Raider offense that year was number 1 also in the league.
Exactly.
And so
our offense.
Yeah, so hear me. So when I look at it, the Raiders was still, once they kind of figured it out, the Raiders start busting that cover 2 up in that second half, which kind of led to somewhat of a comeback, but then we'd do something dumb to get a defense. So what I'm looking at is I don't really have that much confidence in the Buccaneers offense because their offense didn't have to do too much in that Super Bowl. Their offense wasn't asked to do a lot. The defense had 5 interceptions, and 48 of the points came from 2 pick sixes. So you feel me? Like their offense didn't have to do so much. I think the Saints defense and their offense is better than the Buccaneers offense and defense. So I got the Saints by 3.
Wow. You really went there.
Saints by 3.
I thought we seen eye to eye.
We should be.
Because if you're looking at the defense, if you're going based off the numbers and you're going based off who they had, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense wasn't a slouch. They just got overlooked by that defense. That defense only gave up 12 points in the entire season. Look at this. Greg Spears, Anthony McFarland, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Alsherman Singleton, Derek Brooks, Brian Kelly, Rondé Barber, John Lynch, Dexter Jack. Bruh. For you, bruh. I agree that the Saints offense is legit. And that's why I had to look at the stats. That's our show. We got to analyze the stats. Because if the stats show that my defense only gives up 12 points a game, and your Oakland Raiders was the number 1 offense.
They scored 21. They scored 21 in the Super Bowl.
So, listen to me. They scored 21. So if it's 21-21, who wins?
I said Saints by 3. That's exactly what I said. Saints by 3.
I don't think we could do it. I think we got to flip a coin.
Flip a coin?
I think that's what we got to do. I think we got to flip a coin.
Our show ain't about flipping coins.
No, but
it's about making a stand.
No, I understand that. But we know I can't agree with the team because I don't agree with the Saints. We have to come to a common accord for the people to move forward. I don't think the Saints beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I say we got to flip a coin because if we're looking at the stats, my team, if your team is the number 1 offense and it only scores 21, right?
Scores 30. You talking about in the Super Bowl, right?
Scores 21 in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
right?
We put up 21 on that great defense.
Right. So you can do this 2 ways. We can flip a coin. We can flip that coin, and whoever side goes, they go to the advance. And I feel like that's the best way. But the other way you can do this, let's see what was the Oakland Raiders offense points per game. Look that up. If it's more than 32, if it's more than 32, then we giving the Saints. If it's less than 32, we giving it the Bucs. I feel like that's fair because the Bucs can't score offense. They got some hogs on their offense. Brad Johnson. They got Michael Pittman, Mike Allstar, Keyshawn Johnson, Keenan McCardell. It ain't the high flying, but they can at least put up 21. I think they can put up 21. The Saints defense ain't that good.
So, hold up. So, I just want to make sure. So, the Raiders that year was second in scoring at 28.1. But we had the number 1 offense, and Rich Gannon was an MVP. He threw for over 5,000 yards.
Okay.
And remember, now, again, the caveat about the Bucs beating the Raiders is who was the Buccaneers coach?
Don't do that.
I'm just asking. Can we answer the question?
It's John Gruden, bro.
Okay. So, right. So, rightfully so, the Buccaneers had an advantage over the team to begin with.
No.
Time advantage.
That's not
schematically and all that kind of stuff. They even openly admitted they was calling out the plays before they happened.
Whose fault is that?
Bill Callahan, dumbass. I'm not. He's to blame for that. Yes, because here's what Raider players have said. They went in with a game plan, and at the final hour, Bill Callahan switched it with no explanation to the team. So they went in with a game plan and built. Listen, this is Tim Brown. This is a Hall of Famer, and Jerry Rice have said this. These are 2 respected people. Ain't no reason for them to lie. They went in with a game plan. Bill Callahan, dumbass, switched it, and the Buccaneers had an advantage. Again, to me, a small one. It ain't that big, but in football, an advantage is an advantage. And I think the Saints, with them not having John Gruden as a coach, and you got to deal with Sean Payton, or they got to deal with Bill Callahan, dumbass. They got Sean Payton. I think the Saints generate enough offense to beat the Bucs. Just me, man. Because I just looked at the Saints offense. The Raiders offense was great. The Saints offense was great. But the Raider offense head coach was the damn assistant coach to their head coach.
I hear you. Like I said, I said if we're gonna do it by the points differentiation, the Raiders scored less points than the Saints in regards to overall. So if that's the case and they put up 21, then the Saints put up 2 more points than the Tampa Bay and the Saints go. That's only fair.
That's only fair.
They put up 21 and they only average 28, and they put up 32. They win 21-23.
So, okay, I like that because that shows that the Buccaneers was winning and the Saints drove down, put themselves in position.
And they kicked the field goal and won the game. That's what I go with. It was a tough game, and the Saints win. But if the Raiders had 35, or if it was up there, they wasn't. No. Because if they put up 21 and they average 35, but then the Saints put up average 32, no, we got to take that out. We got to use some of that stats. We got to stay.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I feel like the Raiders was close to their average. It was only 7 points off their average. So I feel like the Saints will probably be 7 points off their average if we doing numbers. If we compare, and that'll put them at 25 points.
So that works. So Saints go, and I think. Am I sharing my screen? I don't know if I'm sharing my screen.
Nah,
I'm not sharing my screen. Something just happened. I didn't went to the blind mode. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let me get to here. All right. And let's go to where I'm at. There it is. All right. Technology. So here we go. Full screen it. Here we go. Who will advance to the Super Bowl?
So we down to our Final Four, man. We down to our Final Four. In the AFC, we got the 04 Patriots against the 2019 Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
In the NFC, we got 2013 Seahawks versus 2009 Saints. Good matchups to talk about next week. We got our Final Four next week.
Well, not next week.
We're gonna do the Final Four and the Super Bowl.
Oh, no. Yeah.
We can do football next week. We can do football.
Football got an extra week. Basketball is the following week. Yes. So we can do the Final Four next week, and then we got the guests that we bringing in for our football for the finale of this playoffs. This is interesting, man. This was tough. This was tough. That Saints and Buccaneers, bro. I had to. But I feel like that's fair. If Oakland Raiders would put 21 up and they scored 28 the year, and the Saints scored 32, then we got to use some of the stats. We got to use some of the data and the analytics and say they win close.
Yeah.
Close game.
Yeah.
Close game, man. It's a close game.
It's gonna be. Hey, I feel like it's gonna be an interesting Final Four.
Yes, it should be.
Bringing up these stats and these numbers against these teams, man.
But it's time, before we get up out of here, it's time for that hot seat. And I got some hot, juicy topic questions for you, I should say. Let me know when you're ready, man. Start your clock, because I'm already got my clip reloaded and ready. It's ready to fire.
Listen, I don't need no clock. Let's go.
No, you better put that clock on. Let me know when you started. Did you start it?
Starting it. Start.
So, starting with number 1. You are an Oakland Raider fan, right?
Die hard.
You love the Raiders.
Everything about me.
Who would you prefer?
Okay.
John Madden or John Gruden?
I'm gonna go Madden, because Madden won Super Bowls.
Wow.
You gotta go with the Super Bowl winner. John Gruden didn't win a Super Bowl for us. No disrespect. We got a couple of 8-8 seasons. Then he turned it around, and then he left, and then now he's back, and we ain't won. And Madden did a lot of winning in the 70s. John Madden.
Wow. Okay.
Simple.
All right. You play video games, right?
All the time. Madden, 2K.
Okay. Sticking on the football and Madden, who is the best Madden cover athlete?
Because I got to go through all of them. I'm gonna go Michael Vick. I'm gonna go Vic, man. I just feel like he just kind of changed the game, and it was like Ray Lewis, then Michael Vick, because Ray Lewis brought the hit stick, and then Michael Vick brought the playmaker part of it, and I just feel like Michael Vick was arguably the most unstoppable video game guy we have ever seen.
Okay. Last question. What do you prefer? Louisiana fried chicken or Church's chicken?
Oh, Louisiana. Louisiana for the culture. And Louisiana, you can go get some extra stuff. You go to the right one. Some Louisiana sell Chinese food. You know. That's why you laugh. Church's is good, but Louisiana. And boom. Right before my time, baby. Right before my time. And Louisiana fried chicken, they be having them soft dinner rolls too. Boy, all our LA folks know exactly what we're talking about. They know what we're talking about, man. They know it. Hey.
Yes, sir. I was gonna put another hard one in there, but I said, you know what? I'm a stall him out.
Those weren't even hard.
That was hard.
Man, those are scrambled eggs. They wasn't hard boiled.
The Madden cover had you thinking, and
because I have to go through the covers of people.
And the Louisiana chicken, it ain't Church's chicken is fire. Church's chicken got some good biscuits. They biscuits is lit.
Church's chicken Church's chicken biscuits ain't better than Popeye biscuits. Well, that maybe have to be a conversation.
Hold on.
Right now. I don't know.
With a little flavor on it. Man, you bugging.
I don't know, man. I don't think Church's...
But we can have a chicken battle. I
don't think Church's chicken biscuits is better than Popeye biscuits. I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so. I could ask them.
Because Popeye biscuits are dry.
Now that you put the honey?
See, a biscuit don't need the freaking extra stuff to be good. Church's chicken you don't need to put honey on it. It's gonna be even better. You don't even need to put it. It's fire off rip. But Popeye, you gotta put something on it, or you're gonna be.
Okay, let me ask you this: while we here before we get out of here, which food place has the best biscuits? And you better say the right answer.
Food place? What do you mean?
What place has the best biscuit bread type thing? Who has the best? And this is all of them. This is fast food to restaurants. Who has the best biscuit? And you better say the right answer.
Wait a minute. There's a lot of places that got good biscuits. What are you talking about?
There's only one place that got the best biscuits.
Like biscuits? Or
like biscuits, bread. They biscuits to me still. Biscuits, breads, dinner rolls.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Because I haven't had no biscuits that come to mind, but one that come to my mind is it's out here.
Out here? Who you got out here?
What is it called? Texas Roadhouse, I believe. You ever had that?
I've had one, but ain't nobody got nothing on Red Lobsters.
Oh, I forgot. See, that's different.
It can't be. But how does Red Lobster hit though?
It hit. It's good.
Red Lobster, I could go to Red Lobster right now and just order that with some water.
I give you that. But I'm talking about Red Lobster biscuits fire. But these Texas Roadhouse biscuit with the cinnamon butter is A to the grade one, juicy woosy, one of the best biscuits I have.
See, but thing is, Texas Roadhouse is it's not too many Texas Roadhouse, so it's hard for people to.
But Red Lobster, all right, you get that. Red Lobster got one of the best biscuits. I wasn't thinking seafood, but Red Lobster biscuits is fire. Red Lobster biscuits is fine. I can eat Red Lobster biscuits. I can eat that without eating the meal, and I'll be good if I go to Red Lobster. I ain't even gonna hold you. Red Lobster is. I was thinking Red Lobster as 2 or 1, but Texas Roadhouse came to my mind. I haven't been to Red Lobster in a minute, but you know what? I'm gonna go this weekend. I'm going this weekend. Because
you know what I mean? Can we dine in?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I was thinking about going to Texas Roadhouse. Taking the wife to Texas Roadhouse.
I'm getting some biscuits though. Red Lobster gonna give me some biscuits. I gotta go just order some biscuits just to have. That's what I'm doing this weekend, man. Shout out to the biscuits, man. But anyway, y'all let us know who y'all got, man. Or do y'all agree with the decisions we made today, or y'all disagree? I want to know. You ain't gotta agree. You will have every right to have your own opinion, and I'm gonna respect your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it. So put it in the comments below. Make sure you leave a like, share the video. Hey, man, check us out on IG because a lot of our content is going live on IG. You see the logo. You see a lot of stuff is about to be happening. We just getting going. We ain't starting like all these other companies where everything is already ready. No, we gonna get it going. And once we get it going, y'all gonna know, hey, I remember when they had this. Yeah, we remember that. I remember they had that. Don't worry. Just remember to talk that talk. What you want to say to people before we get out of here?
Man, be good, man. Be safe.
Yeah.
Also, man, let us know who y'all think got the best biscuits, too. You feel like that's an interesting one. I feel like we for the culture, we for the people. Let us know, man.
Biscuits, bro.
Who got the best biscuits? Because Red Lobster, to me, is number 1. And maybe, some of our viewers and followers are in different states.
They probably got
whatever the case is. You feel me? Nothing kind of beats a grandma biscuit. Because I feel like that's different. But as far as fast food and restaurants, and let us know who got the best biscuits, man. It's an interesting one. Biscuits is,
Yeah. And if you want to talk about some black-owned business, go check out Barb's Soul Food. Fire.
Fresno. Barb's Soul Food. Always shout out to Chef Paul's, too. Chef Paul's
fire, too. They got some good fried chicken and some good biscuits.
And they yams?
You ever had their waffles? Chicken and waffles?
I've had their chicken and waffles.
Fire.
Also, shout out to another black-owned business, Cocky's, man. I think Cocky's supposed to be coming.
They got some great lemon pepper.
Man,
that little pepper is different.
Have you had their hot link sandwich? Whew, fine. So, yeah, man, shout out to the black-owned businesses.
Shout out to them, man. Go check them out.
The globe. We just talk about the ones that we can get to right now.
Yes. But we about to get up out of here, man. We love y'all. Stay safe. Stay blessed. We out of here. Peace.